Out of water.
All right, guys, we live, man.
We live.
Well, recording.
We live.
I just want to welcome everybody to what we call in right now HBCU. HBCU means Healthy Black Conversations Uncovered. Simple and plain. Our point and our goal, our mission is basically to shine a light on the many forward-thinking conversations that occur daily within our community. We want to inform, empower, educate, and build awareness one conversation at a time. Then take those conversations and convert them into actual change. That is our mission, guys. So I don't want to take up too much time. Man, what happened to Jason? There you go. But just to give a little bit of background about who I am, born and raised in Mississippi. My name is Vincent Sullivan. My homeboys call me Vito. A lot of people call me Vito, even at my job. So that's mostly what I go by. I went to school at the University of Southern Mississippi. I studied information technology. So I'm a computer geek, for lack of a better term right now. And just to run down a few of my hobbies and passions, man, right now I'm huge into sneakers. So I'm doing a lot of customizations. Not into the repair game yet, but you know, sneakers cost a lot of money, but I end up doing it anyway. It's a bad habit. As far as my passions go,
sneakerhead ain't the word.
Man, you know how that go.
My boy got multiple shoes.
Passions, man. My passion really is this right here. Me and my guys sitting down talking. We decided to create this platform and, give conversations like this a voice. We plan on using this platform to, like I said, inform. We're going to talk about a multitude of topics. We won't just be one note, guaranteed to have some fun. So I hope y'all tune in. But this is my passion. I want to mentor. I want to make a difference. A lot of times, a lot of these conversations, I mean, you're looking at 5 guys right here that have a multitude of talents, big hearts. And I feel like we have an opportunity right now, especially to give back some more and start focusing on it a little bit more and dedicating a lot more time to the community and the youth and even middle age. It doesn't matter. That's what we're here for. So basically, I'm not going to talk too much. Like I say, I'm going to let my guys, it's time to run through some introductions. DZ, want to holler at them right quick?
My name is O'Donnell Hudson. I go by DZ OD. So if you hear any of those talking about your boy, I'm from Monticello, Mississippi. I studied information technology at the University of Southern Mississippi, right alongside the rest of these guys. I currently live in Dallas. I'm divorced. I have 2 kids. I work in telecommunications as a product manager for network services. Right now, I mentor kids, mainly those who come from single-parent homes and play sports. I wanted to do this because, I really feel like this is something that we all need. We can build this platform and really do something different than celebrities or something different than what we have to do in our day-to-day lives. Something that we can speak, a place where we can speak freely, without fear or backlash of some sort of punishment or, something from our jobs. And I really think we can do this for the Black community and hopefully our country. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Guess I'll hop in there, Vito. Jarvis Chambers here. What's up, everybody? One that gets picked on the most, and do the picking.
Plenty of picking.
My guys here call me J-Star. I think that's pretty much the only nickname I got. One thing I will note, crazy story, y'all. When I first met Vito, we were walking. I don't know, it was orientation or something like that. And I was like, we were walking with my stepsister, and I was like, "What's your name, bro?" And he was like, "V." I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Vito." I was like, what, man? He was like, D dog. I was like, all right, D dog, chill out, man.
Uh,
I mean,
help you can hear, man.
First introduction, y'all. My boy was getting on me. D dog. But yeah, man, like Odeezy said, O'Donnell, both of us reside in Dallas. I'm kind of in the outskirts, but been out here for 12 years now. Huh?
What the rich people say?
Pretty much.
Been out here for 12 years now. Since graduation, really. I moved out here in September 07. Been kicking it and loving it ever since. Out here, I've started a job. I started a business, Jumbo Wars. Check it out, jumbowars.com if you live in Dallas. So with, after I got here, I moved into my apartment. I started a business, started working. My wife moved out here after we got married. So happily married man, father of a 4-year-old.
Ooh-wee. I know black don't crack, but bruh.
She tough. 34. I'm telling you. She's 2 years younger than me. But on the real, she's 4 years old. She's a sweetheart. I love her. Her name is Bailey. So like I said, we all went to college together. Vito and O and I, we all shared the same major. So I won't hop back into that. As you can see in the background, people, my hobbies include watching the Dallas Cowboys. We had to plaster that on the walls just to let everybody know.
In the whole video.
every week, this is where we're coming from. This is where we're going every week. So I'm a hooper too. So I love playing ball. That's my exercise. I hate running around the block, so I'd rather just get in the gym and enjoy myself with some competition. And honestly, just to get serious for a minute, joining this group, something we've talked about for a while now. Each one of us, I would say, has that seed planted in us to be mentors. I think we've all shared it at some point in time throughout our college career or our life. J-Rock, I'm sure he'll talk about his basketball mentorship and just all of us doing certain things as it relates to mentorship and everybody seeing, what good Black men look like, and knowing that we're out here to be positive and make a difference. We all work. We all have good jobs. We all have good families. All of us have children. Well,
no way I got
except for one. Still waiting on that guy. But yeah, man, I it's just a passion of mine. Kind of like O was saying, it's a passion of mine to talk to people. I'm a big persona guy. I like meeting people. I like showing people what good is and giving a healthy opinion. So I think I'm gonna pass it on.
That's our long-winded partner, J-Star. Let's move. Get my boy Jai in here, man. Go ahead, Jai.
All right. Hello, world. So I want to start a little different. I want to start with Matthew 5:16. And, in the same way, let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. And so when I think about this scripture, I ask myself the question, what am I doing to impact the lives of others in a positive way? If I was to die today, how many people would I have helped? And at the core of my heart, would my Heavenly Father be pleased? So just, looking at the times, these are troubled times, and the world is filled with so much chaos. And so as a Black man in our present society, I not only hope to be a light to others, no matter their race or gender, but also to inspire others to develop an intimate relationship with God. So, in life, we'll face all kinds of obstacles and challenges. And so for me personally, in this initiative, I hope to encourage people to focus on, the choices that we make rather than the circumstances that surround us. and also by using the word of God to direct our path. And so my name, with that said, my name is Jarrell Tyler. Like Vito mentioned, I go by Ja. And, we all are close friends. I currently, I'm fortunate and blessed to be married to a beautiful woman. And, we have 2 kids. We have a son that's 3 years old, a little boy, and just recently had a little girl, beautiful little girl. She's 6 weeks. And so just thinking about, how God has blessed me, what can I do in return to help people out there? So that's what it's all about for me. Hobbies, I love to work out, mainly lift weights, and just really from a family time, just spend as much time as I can with them. So
Lifting cars, man.
Right.
yeah,
Small
lifting cars too.
Building.
Dodge Neons,
just clarify that just for a minute.
Toyota Corollas, anything he can strap on his back.
Yeah, basically.
Mexican Hulk.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess I'll round it out.
Yes, sir.
My name's Jesse Jackson. My boys call me J-Rock. Not to be redundant, but as they said, we all met and kind of, I guess I say, clicked in college. Man, we just some good guys, man, good hearts that share the same passions. A little bit about myself. As I said, my name is Jesse Jackson. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. But my parents was in the military, so I've, been fortunate to move around. I've lived everywhere from Germany to New Mexico to Michigan to Mississippi. So I feel like I was blessed to be able to see different environments. I've been back in Memphis, Tennessee since 2012, working in the financial industry. So going on 8 years now. So that's a little bit about my background, my passion, why this is important. Like, so we've been talking about this for forever. I think it's important. Number one, I think the content that we'll be sharing, what you see is 5 good friends, but a lot of times you could see 5 different angles and 5 different opinions on what we're discussing. And my whole message behind it is to educate, equip, and empower the community, in particular the Black community, because throughout the community work that I currently do with my church, and as Jarvis mentioned, I coach AAU basketball, and I've seen the effects of, kids that's been exposed to different information and different environments, and then some that don't. So as they say, man, when you know better, you do better. So, my goal is try to get that information out and help whoever I can, whenever I can.
No doubt.
That's what's up. I appreciate that, fellas. So the circle you see, this isn't all of us, to be honest. You might see some different faces at different times. That's the point. We're trying to create an army here. We're not just trying to keep it in a circle. Any information that we have, we're trying to share more than just, funny stories and stuff like that. A lot of times this is a social media driven time. The most you can get out of the people you talk to day to day is the latest meme and all that stuff. And that stuff is good, man. We all love to laugh. And if y'all, join us time and time again, you'll see that. But our goal, like J-Rock said, so very eloquently, I can't even speak right. My boy said it so good. That's what we want to do, man. That's our goal. That's our mission. With that said, I just want to give, each of the guys, if they see fit, J-Rock kind of touched on it already, a few, minute or two just to say what made them want to do this. And I'll start. Man, I came from a 2-parent home. And I know it's crazy to say that, like, that's some type of unicorn, but in all honesty, man, we all know in the Black community, that doesn't happen often. You're looking at guys that surrounding me, these guys all grew up in single parent homes. And I'm talking about these guys, came through like ain't nothing happened because it's so normal. But I just mentioned that to say, knowing how blessed I've been, knowing how fortunate I've been, still the color of my skin has made me different, not accepted, not just in the streets. I'm talking about at the job. I'm talking about everywhere. So knowing that, from a guy that ain't seen much, granted, I have seen some stuff, you know what I'm saying? I've seen rocks and canisters, photo canisters, cats getting ready to sell on the corner. I've seen people that use things like that. But the thing about it is, as blessed as I've been, as sheltered as I've been, I'm still not able to run away from my skin. And I'm still not able to get through, life as easy as it should be, due to things put in my way that shouldn't be there. So that made me want to create something like this, because the opportunities that I got should not only be a unicorn. They should be for everybody. Everybody should have that, whether it's a single parent or two parents in a home, it doesn't matter. That information should be out there for them. Like J-Rod said, if you don't know, if you don't have the opportunity to learn different things, that's just it. That's the end. You can't proceed with things you don't know about. So that's really what made me say, hey guys, look, let's get this HBCU thing going. Let's actually start making a difference and start making a change as best we can. So there will be more information to come. There'll be email blasts. You guys can write in, do whatever you want, as far as contacting us and talking and trying to reach out to us and giving us topics to talk about. So just stay tuned. But that I just wanted to say that and get guys the opportunity, to give a little spiel also.
So to piggyback off of what Vito said, I'm kind of in the same boat, but not at the same time. I was raised by a single mother, but I was very fortunate. Me and Vito went to high school together, so we formed a bond. I mean, I would say quickly. I was very fortunate to be able to have friends like him who did have fathers who I was able to go to and talk to about things. And that's one of the main reasons why I mentor kids. My ex-wife is a teacher, and we're still fairly close. But she typically has 2 or 3 kids every year who come from a single parent home. They're trying to play sports. They don't have money to get all the equipment that they need. We try to do everything we can to try to get those things for them. Whether it's GoFundMe, you can ask J-Star. Like, I've reached out to him. We'll do everything we can to try to help these kids. And so I wanted to be a part of this. Sorry, I can't speak. I wanted to be a part of this so that I could try to help build a platform where we can make things easier for way more kids than just the 2 or 3 that I get to see every year. So that's one of the main reasons why I personally want to be a part of this. That's what I'm going to say.
It is. Well, man, I'll say, just hop right in here. Everything that's going on has magnified our community, the Black community, and I tell people all the time, this is our time to talk. And while people are listening, with George Floyd dying, the way he did, with him dying the way he did, man, it was horrible. And I think for the first time for a long time, people were like, dang, that sucked, and so, I think we have, the ear of the people. People are, wanting to hear what we have to say, and this is our time to speak. I think everybody here, part of the reason why we're here, because we all feel pretty inspired about either helping each other or helping somebody and just taking it to a new level. Not that we hadn't done it before, but just taking it to a new level, and not only helping each other, but helping other people that we know who look like us, and share the same stories. And so, it's ultimately the driver of we're young and successful, and we can talk to each other and talk to people, and we have a word to say. We got experiences, and during these times where we are now, which are more hectic than ever, we need people like us to talk and be that voice for us, because they got a lot of, everybody got questions. Everybody has questions about, what's going on. And then hopefully with many of these topics you guys are going to see later, we're going to, talk about some of that stuff, at least from our opinion.
Well said, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. I'll piggyback off what, J-Star said a little bit. I believe this movement is important because, it displays how, action can be taken in a positive way, in my opinion. And, I also believe that some of the discussions and conversations yet to come, it could be that very thing that, sparks a change or, a different thought process, for someone that leads to a positive action. And so for me, that's what it comes down to, just being a part of that, helping people and doing what we can, again, like many have said on here on this platform, that we're blessed. And so, being empowered and the responsibility, the talents that we may have and the gifts, using those to help people, whether that's by, knowledge or, just really being here for a platform for, just to share thoughts, again, to cause people to potentially look at things in a different perspective. So I think this is the perfect, way to do that.
Awesome. Well, guys, we don't want to get too long-winded because y'all know we can talk all night. But
all night.
What I did want to do is kind of touch on what we're going to do for the next episode. Next episode, I guess anybody could guess, will be the Black Lives Matter movement. It's very, very, very important. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a bunch of different views. Just to give a quick little snippet of what I think about, everything that's going on. Sum it up in one word, necessary. For me, this is absolutely necessary. Do I agree with everything that's happening or everything that's said, all the ideas and ideals? Not necessarily, but ultimately, bottom line, period, everything that is happening is absolutely necessary. So with that said, we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna dive into that and not talk about the negatives, the positives. We're gonna talk about the movement. We're gonna talk about the change. We're gonna talk about what it's provoking. We're gonna talk about all of that. So guys, if y'all will, give me a little something for the next episode, what y'all think about the Black Lives Matter movement and what you got to say about it. J-Rock, I'll let you go, bro. My bad. DZ, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, without giving away too much of it, I guess I sort of agree with Vito. We're definitely in a time where we have to try something different. There's been several attempts at doing things another way, and those things never seem to quite be handled or taken or listened to. So I'm kind of in that same boat that things are headed in a direction that I don't necessarily think is right, but it's headed in a direction that I think people may see the light though. So that's kind of what I have to say about it.
Yeah.
My take on it, mine's gonna be kind of interesting because I guess the thing that I kind of, and I try not to watch the news a lot, but you can't help but hear it if you cut the TV on.
Yeah.
But the thing that kind of gets me is like it's presented to me, it's almost like it's reported now as like it's this new movement,
right?
That's just taken off. So I absolutely agree with V. I'll say, do I agree with all the looting per se? No, but I don't agree with the act of it, but I do understand the mindset behind it. You know, you take hope from people. Once a person loses hope, it's survival mode at that point. So my take is at that point, you can't dictate how I react to it if you're the person causing it. But I won't get too deep. I'll save it for later. But I do see positivity in it, because one thing I do see today that I didn't necessarily see 3, 4, 5 years ago is that we do see some of our Black and the white community joining in.
Yeah,
so
that's new. That's new.
I think that's a good.
I got my reasons for why I think that's happening too.
Right.
So we'll talk about that.
I'm gonna come on that angle because, like I said, everybody knows racism. It's not something. Racism is something that's taught. So I see a potential. I guess I don't know, fuel between the old conservatives versus the younger generation. So I think it's gonna be quite interesting. I'll leave it at that. I dig a little.
I'm ready for that episode.
Man, I'll say, bro, 2020 has been insane.
Yeah,
it's been every month. It's been crazy, and I know we on target, the BLM movement, but 2020 been crazy. Ever since Kobe, man, it's been down.
Since Kobe, bro.
Yeah,
it's been
Kobe put an avalanche in.
Bro, it's been downhill. I knew it was bad when Kobe passed away.
Bro, I'm still crying.
Headed for trouble, and it's just June. It's early June. But regarding the things that are going on, and kind of piggybacking on what J. Rock was saying, I think this is probably that in my lifetime, some of the furthest we've ever gotten, in this short a span. You got little white girls outing their own parents. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
Yes, sir.
She was recording her own mama and daddy talking like, what?
Like, this is what I got to deal with.
you got kids like getting suspended and expelled from school for, racist remarks. We in a new day. That's why I tell people we in a new day. And I'll dive into why I feel that way and my, my support behind that. But, this has been amazing. I'm not gonna lie. This has been amazing. The support we have for each other has grown exponentially. We're supporting each other. We're going to our restaurants and establishments and all that good stuff. So it's gonna be fun. Next week gonna be good.
Yes, sir. What you got, John?
I'll just wrap up with, really just kind of summing it up too. This movement. You think about this movement that's caused, thousands of people to gather. Despite COVID-19. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, man, like what does this tell us?
That beaker.
Yeah, this beaker. That's exactly right.
Purpose.
Yeah. So Vito said necessary. And it's like that. It's a movement that has, despite what the risk may be, thousands of people that have died, or passed away because of COVID. But it's like when you look at everything that's going on in the world, it's like that. It doesn't even matter that, this is a movement that has caused people to really almost sacrifice or place those things aside to focus on something that's so important that we've been neglecting, so many years. So, so I'll leave it with that. What does this mean with my beaker?
Yeah. Y'all see all them people like in Spain, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
All over the place.
Absolutely.
But, we'll dive in.
For sure, man.
That's what I say.
If y'all made it this far, man, I appreciate y'all watching. expect big things. Expect more than just these videos. You might see us in the streets. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks.